Hello there and welcome on in YouTube. For this stream, we had a lot of fun doing bosses. Nothing but bosses. No, seriously, we did bosses the entire stream for 4 hours. This is part 1. It is 2 hours of doing bosses. But it's a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff, and we had some pretty fun contests with our predictions to see if we would get certain items beforehand. If that sounds great to you, sit down, hit that subscribe button, and let me be your guiding light to the First Descendant. The game is being a little slow today. Yep, so we're at 9 catalysts on our Viesa. This is our maxed out Viesa, and we've gotten our modules down. So this is the build that we're running. We're running a cold-blooded build, using mostly mods that are increasing our skill critical hit and our skill damage, as well as the range of our stuff. The one thing that I'm really not sure about is this skill cost right here. I was having a lot of mana trouble, and I'm really hoping that once I get what we're doing today, I'm hoping that I won't have this problem and I can switch this out to something more powerful, such as Dangerous Ambush here. But that is who we are playing today, our cold-blooded Viesa. What we are going to do, so we're going to come on over here. For anyone who's joining us, our plan is to go through all of these bosses here. You'll notice that I have, like, one random one here, a lot of these right here that have got random things in them, a couple more here. So the plan is to go through all of these bosses one by one, completing all the amorphous material that we have for it. Then we're going to move into hard mode, and we're going to keep going through here. We will probably go for Swamp... Oh, we actually don't have anything for Swamp Walker. We don't care about that. Alright. Really? I have nothing for Swamp Walker? That surprises me. The end game, though, is to get to Pyro. And as you can see here, not only do I have pieces for Pyro that have, like, the Clairvoyance in them, Ultimate Glaze Cells, Ultimate Viesa, Blue Beetle pieces, he is also the dropper of the Slayer set. If you are not familiar with the Slayer set, hold on. Is it here? So the first two pieces just do like a general round capacity. The other ones do skill cost, skill power. They have this bonus against toad things that I don't have the ability to do toe on this character, as far as I understand. But if you're ever playing in group content, it really helps. And honestly, that skill cost and that skill power is what I'm really looking for. So the hope is that when we get to Pyro, we're gonna do Pyro many times. We're gonna try and get the Slayer set as best that we can. And that's going to be the first half of the stream. We're going to jump on in here. We do have... This is useless to us because it's the bunny code. We have one for this guy, so we're going to go ahead and do him. For most of these, when we are doing the normal bosses, we'll do a public mission. When we get into some of the later stuff, we will try to do public, and if not, we'll switch to private. Because I know that I can solo all the way up to Swamp Walker. Honestly, I could probably solo Swamp Walker. He's just tedious. Excuse me, folks. Now, I do apologize. There's going to be lots of yawning on the stream. There's going to be lots of... Wow, this is taking forever to load. There's going to be lots of yawning. There's going to be lots of confusion. Miss Willowwitch was very bad and stayed up till 5 a.m. and then woke up at 4 hours later because I had a bunch of stuff to do. And thank you for the Domina praise. I appreciate it. Now, like I said, none of these guys should be too terribly hard. We should be able to walk through anything that's not hard mode. Come on, buddy. We can do this. Okay. Now, if you're playing a cold-blooded Viesa, the first thing you're going to do is use your 2. The second thing you're going to do is that. The second thing you're going to do is drop that 4. And then laugh as the boss explodes. And then don't forget the most important step, which is to drop a GG for your wonderful teammates, and then go on in. And then so mostly we're hoping for these catalyst pieces, but honestly, anything we get at this point is just going to be fun. Lepic pieces. Okay, I think I might have already had that one, but if I don't, then we've got another piece of another Descendant. Now, I only had one to open for that one, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next boss here. And I would really advise people, first off, when I say advise people, I don't necessarily know the best thing in the world, but I think this is worth it. The hope is that we're going to get a bunch of catalyst pieces and a bunch of energy activators so that we can really, really open up our weapons. Speaking of which, folks, we are running a Thunder Cage and a Greg's Reverse Fate. The Thunder Cage is our primary weapon right now. The Greg's Reverse Fate, though, is quickly becoming a close second. The only main problem right now is that my reactor is a gold reactor based off my Thunder Cage, meaning that I may not, like, anytime I have to get serious, I have to switch to my Thunder Cage. Or I need to go switch to one of my reactors that is based off, like, a purple one. But we can do this. Probably too early on that. I just really want to explode it as soon as it shows up. And another GG moment for these wonderful people. Now I have to say that that was probably a lot that Haley. Alright, and we're just gonna open and see what we got. Another Volby piece. This is actually going to be a lot of a pain to just try to redo this over and over. Okay. New plan, everybody. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep track of very specific things. We're going to keep track of our catalyzations and our energy activators. But the problem is I missed the window to restart the mission, so I have to go back in and out every time, and I hate that. That is definitely something that I would love to see that reworked a little bit. Because I'm not sure why there's a window for, like, solo queuing back up. I get it for queuing with the people that you were with, but solo queue should be, as long as you're in the zone, you should be able to hold R. Now, friends, I do want to talk a little bit some future plans. So, we spent a lot of time. You're grinding mixed energy residue and need issues. You really need an Enzo. Yes, you do. Go pick up an Enzo immediately. Just stop whatever you're doing and go farm one real quick. I know that sounds terrible. That is one of the areas I would probably say is not a great game design. That you need that Descendant for one particular activity. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway, so I was going to talk future plans. So I did do a lot of off-screen grinding for this character. She's pretty strong because of that. Obviously, 9 catalysts, which I did not do on screen. Her weapons are pretty strong, those sorts of things. But that's because I was new to the game. So the hope is we're going to run through Season 1 on this character. We're going to keep building her. Some of it's going to be more off-screen, as it was before. Dropping the GG for the wonderful people. But afterwards, we're going to open this and we're going to see what we get. A Python piece, beautiful. And then we'll do this. Come on, let me restart. Thank you. For Season 2, the hope is to do everything. We're going to pick a character to main again. But the hope is to do all of that on camera. So there shouldn't be any work that goes into that character that's not done on camera. Now, I will be building other characters sort of in the background because I like to play the game and I'll be playing it as well. But for sure, I would love to build a character where you all can see. And it is going to be a long slog because to build a character, it does take a long time. I don't remember exactly how many hours I have in the game. All I do know is that I have a lot of them. And so if you think you're gonna jump on and play for, you know, like 2 hours every other night, and you're gonna end up with this character really, really quickly, I don't want to give that false impression. And I kind of wish that I hadn't. If I could go back and redo this, I would do this a different way. But it is what it is. We're gonna open this here, see what we get. See if we can get one of the rare pieces. Okay, we definitely do not need an Enzo. We'll restart. Now, this is going to be a lot of doing this boss over and over again because we had 31 of them to open. 31. Oh, over 31. And that's why I really suggest people go back and if you've been farming anything, there's a good chance you've got amorphous material that you are, like, anything but stuff that comes from amorphous material. There's a good chance you have amorphous material that you can then go open. What I really want, I would consider today a victory. Oh, hello there.
Hurry up and answer it. Otherwise, the other witch things might get to you first.
Okay, hold on, friends. The subathon list makes that really hard to read. There we go. Alright, if you would like to answer that question, by the way, this is the handmade little mini-game that we do on our channel here. Just use your exclamation A, B, or C, and you will get to answer that mini question for everybody. It should now be set up so the first person gets a lot of points for our monthly mini-games. The second person gets a little bit of points, and the next person after that gets an even littler amount of points. So make sure that you are the first to try and answer that every time. Alright, let's see what we get here. The thing we don't want is Enzo pieces. If we could get not Enzo pieces, we'd be very happy. We'll go ahead and run around picking stuff up, and off we go. Thank you. Now, my real question is, how long is this going to take? Can we get them very quickly? Because we're only taking a couple seconds every battle, right? Honestly, the longest thing is the loading in between. Which is kind of sad for the poor boss. Now, the reason we are doing public, by the way, is because it's kind of nice to go into these public matches and just drop bosses. Like, there's a good chance a lot of these people are also well built enough that they just drop these bosses, but if they're not, this is a nice treat for them.
Top demon hunter.
There we are. Final masterpiece, beautiful. Hello there, Virus. Welcome on in. How are you doing, friend? We are doing non-stop bosses until we run out of amorphous material, possibly, hopefully, culminating in doing pyro, hard mode pyro, so that we can get as many Slayer sets as possible. We've just started. Of course, you're at work, Virus. That's where you exist, apparently. Virus, I really want you to have more days off. Can I go yell at your boss? Go tell your boss give Virus more days off? Because I'll do it. I'm crazy. Bum bum bum. Y'all want to see the Great Reverse Fate in action? The thing that we were farming for?
Over limit freeze.
Now, we might just have it die instantly to the Haley behind us. Yep, death instantly to the Haley behind us. Haley is, by the way, just wrecking bosses right now. There we go. There's our first catalyst. Love it. If you yell at a boss, you get all the days off. I feel like you wouldn't get a paycheck then, though. That sounds a little concerning to me. Maybe I won't yell at your boss. But I'll think about it. Oh, yeah, let's not yell at the bosses, now that I think about it. Bum, bum, bum. Well, I hope you certainly get some days off here pretty soon. Now, folks, we've managed to get our first catalyzation. Wonderful. We're not actually opening anything that really has an energy activator in it at this current moment, so we're not likely to get one. But we are going to catalyze so many things. We're going to want as many catalysts as we can get. One of the other things to... Perfect. Explosions everywhere. Dropping another GG for everybody. I thought I was full already. I'm like, we literally just started. Now, there's not a whole, like, I don't necessarily have to... Do these have energy? They do have energy activators in them. Perfect. Another final masterpiece point. Okay, we'll go ahead and restart this. I'm really hoping by the time we're done here, we're going to end up with a bunch of random things. Like, we might have a bunch of new guns we can start playing around with. So this week, by the way, our goals are to farm for Ultimate Clay, which we have one of the pieces of already. And then our first objective, though, is to go get the Blue Beetle. And I'll show you, when I get a chance, I'll show you why. But the Blue Beetle, it's a caster kind of gun, if you're a fusion caster. So we do a lot of fusion with our first 3 abilities. And so you can do a fusion ability, up your skill power a ton, then drop something like your Blizzard and just decimate things.
This is the ultimate challenge.
And another wonderful GG for these wonderful people. Ba. An Enzo piece, why am I not surprised? That's the thing we should be tracking, how many Enzo pieces we end up with at the end of this. Now, for those of you who do have just a ton of pieces sitting around, there is going to be a way towards the end of this season to trade those pieces in for something. They haven't given us a lot of details on what that is, though.
You better hurry up and answer it. Otherwise, the other witches might get to you first.
Friends, if you would be so kind to answer that question, it looks like which ghost cannot step in the salt. Remember, if you are the first person to answer it correctly, you get a lot of points for our mini game. If you are the second person, you get a little bit less points, and if you are the third person, you get even less points. So be the first one every time. My hands are gonna get tired from typing GG constantly. Do you think that's necessary, everyone? Because, like, I like to do it. I like to say GG. That was a good game. But it is typing it a lot, and, like, some people can find that be, like, kind of annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing it, because I can. Bum, 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 and I do whatever I want. You know what's missing in my life is music. There we go. Beautiful. Off we go. Alright. So now that we have our music, perfect. Let's keep going.
Stop.
And another easy drop. Beautiful. Oh, now our inventory is full. Alright, we'll go back to Albion after this real quick. Probably because we're gonna lose our window here in a second. We'll see. Alright. Do we get another Enzo piece? We don't get another final masterpiece. So that's, even if we don't have that gun, that is, how many gun is that? That's 3 so far. So that's 3 pieces of that gun. You only ever need 5. This is another reason why I really suggest play with your friends. Even if your friends are lower level than you, go play with your friends. Because every single thing you do is going to give you some kind of resource. Whether it's gold, whether it's Kyber, whether it's anything like that. So definitely go play with your friends. Go help your low-level friends level up as fast as as much as they want to. Because you're going to be picking up random things like this. And I might not... At this point, I don't feel like I farmed for this weapon. I just happen to have it now. And off we go. Anytime today. So, how was everybody's weekend, by the way? I'd say a pretty good weekend. We were playing with Vuldrosa last night, which is just a lot of fun. I spent a lot of the weekend working on some things for the stream, working on some things for YouTube, all that fun stuff. And I have to be honest, I spent a lot of my weekend just kind of playing this game and enjoying. And I think that was really helpful and really refreshing. Especially if you're a streamer and you only really tend to play when you're, like, live. Like, sometimes it's really important to sit down and just remember that a game is fun. It's just fun to play. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we'll open this here real quick. we are making our way through this, folks. So we are there we go. There's our fourth piece. GG for these wonderful people, and let's do this. And we'll pick up all these things here. While we're waiting to teleport, let's see if we can get rid of these things real quick. Oh, these are all considered set bonuses, aren't they? Yep, okay. How annoying. I really don't want to change that, though, because I'm really afraid of accidentally deleting something that I really don't want deleted. Should be able to fix that, and then this one should be just as easy to do. Oh. Hopefully I got those still. That was a really long time for it to reload. Oh, we were talking about weekends. So yeah, I feel like I had a really good weekend. I had a lot of time kind of reconnecting with the game, which definitely made me feel pretty good. We mostly were leveling up the Greg's Reverse Fate this weekend. My plan is to pick a Descendant that's not really on screen and kind of create that Descendant and put a lot of work into them. Just so that, once again, I stop doing that thing where I burn through a bunch of content off screen. The hope is, though, to maybe put that on YouTube as its own special series. Also, if you are not a follower of my YouTube, please go consider doing so. We are trying so desperately to get up to monetization, and we are currently at 158. For everyone who is currently subscribed to my YouTube, thank you so much for doing so. YouTube is incredibly hard to break into, but once you break into it as a streamer, it's a nice passive income so that you have to still make really good quality content, but it means that I can be a little bit more secure in doing streamer stuff, and really focus on that without worrying about other problems.
Another question. You better hurry up and answer it.
Are you
Why
ready?
And another beautiful poke. Beautiful. As for our subathon this month, everybody, we are at 12 subs. Thank you so much for anyone who resubbed or anyone who did gift subs. Specifically, we had Planey do 5 and we had Loka do 5. Thank you to both of those wonderful, amazing people. And here we go. Open this. We are almost through this. I think we've only gotten one catalyst out of this, but we've gotten every nano piece that we could possibly need. Da-da-da. And we'll do another restart there. Aw, sending a heart. I really gotta switch up my emotes so that I can send hearts and things to people. Hey, there it is. There's my YouTube, by the way. It does that automatically. Fires, congratulations on getting that answer. Why does it say you only got 30 points, though? Why is the math on that odd? Alright, we'll fix that. We know what's wrong with it. Right now it's going to play as it is, and then we will try to fix it by the time when we go to break. For those of you who have not heard, by the way, we're going to try and restructure the way that we kind of do streams. We were another Enzo piece. Fantastic. GG for these wonderful people. We were kind of going just as long as we wanted to. We're going to start trying to do only 4-hour streams, with the exception of anything that's special, or if we're having a really good time. And what this means is that we'll try to take a break around the 2-hour mark every time, and we're going to post next day on YouTube. We're going to cut it into 2 easily legible pieces. If there is a change in content, like if I get super bored of doing bosses here and I'm like, okay, let's go do the Ironheart stuff, then we'll try to do that around the break time so that those videos have a more consistent theme. And so if you're looking for certain pieces and you need to like tune out and you're like, oh, I can come back in 2 hours and you'll be doing the thing that I want to see, that's how that's gonna run. And a beautiful GG for these wonderful people who just destroyed Sun Beauty. Oh, we closed that before we saw what it was. Will it tell us right here? Another masterpiece, okay. Unfortunately, it might be that this one isn't worth it too much because we already have all the pieces that we want out of it. Although I don't think I have that ultimate piece, so I can just keep opening it and hoping they get that 6% chance. But this should be the last of that one, and then we'll get a chance for our energy activator. Unfortunately, we've run out of energy activators. We actually activated on the Greg's Reverse Fate here. We activated on the Vesa, we activated on Bunny, and we activated on our Thunder Cage. So if we want to have any super great games, we're going to need to do it. You need the energy activator? Absolutely. Yeah. That's kind of what we're hoping to get here. That's why we're just running bosses over and over and over.
This is the ultimate chill.
I've got 15 of the next one, the ones that have the energy activator. I'm hoping we get at least one of them. Hey, you're in the squad too. You had a wonderful GG there. I hope that you get the energy activator. Oh, I was wrong. We have 2 of these. We're opening the first half here. Look, another Enzo piece. I think we have 10 of those now. But we will go ahead and do a re-queue here. Thanks for coming on in and checking out the stream, by the way. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, did you get the piece that you were looking for? And of course, you're welcome.
Feel the rhythm. Relax.
Bum, bum, bum. Definitely, anytime you get an energy activator, we're gonna stop. So if we actually get an energy activator, we're gonna stop whatever we're doing. We're gonna go farm it, and we're gonna go start it. Well, there's always the next time. I hope that you do get one soon. It can definitely be a slog to try and get it. They want you to go buy it for sure. Alright. Should be restarting us here. Beautiful. Maybe it will restart us. What are we doing here? Come on. It's true. In the future, we're going to head to the DMV. We're going to wait 30 seconds and we're going to be upset. I think this is what? This is going to be our 16th or 17th kill on Stunning Beauty today, so doing pretty good. Honestly, we've been at this for about 40 minutes. That's pretty good time. We might be at this for a while, though.
This'll change the game.
And we'll drop that right there. And dead.
Oh.
And another GG for a wonderful team.
You better hurry up and answer it. Why the other was that gets you.
And another one of those. Okay, that one was actually our final piece for that, so we don't need to worry about it anymore. We'll go ahead and restart, and this will be our run through. We've got 15 of them, I think, or 16 or so. Let's see if we can get an energy activator out of that. Actually, if we have time, let's do this. Okay. So, we're going to start a prediction here in just a second. We'll go back to Albion after this one. The prediction will be as thus. If you think that we are going to get the energy activator in these 15 or 16 or so of this particular boss, vote yes. You think that we're going to get that. If you think that we are going to open these 15 or 16 or so and not get a single activator, vote that. We will not be using any catalyst stabilizers or anything like that. We're going to do pure luck. Of course, we're going to open this one before we start the prediction. A glacial. That's nice. I think we did a GG for these people already. We'll go back to Albion, we'll set this up, and then we'll go on in. Okay. And we will do... Alright, and then we're gonna do... So it's gonna take us probably about 20 minutes to do this many. So we're gonna do a 20-minute prediction there. Okay. There we go. That should be better. So, if you would like to get in on that, you can spend some channel points. You can do a little guessing. If you think that we are going to get the energy activator off of the 15 blueprints that we have for Stunning Beauty. Oh, hello there.
Kawaii Panda Gaming
There we go.
is here.
Welcome in, Panda. Again, if you would like to change that to Necrolis, by the way, since you are one of the winners for the dragon. Oh, and immediately into an ad. Fantastic. You can always use exclamation Herald and then type in Necrolis right afterwards. How are you doing today, Panda? We are doing so many boss runs. If you would like to make the prediction, by the way, we are going for something called the Energy Activator. There is a 3% chance in these 15 things that we're about to open that we might get one. So if you believe that we are going to get one, you can vote yes. If you think that we are not going to get one, vote no. And at the end of this, we're going to figure out who won that bet. For the record, I'm a believer. What happens if we... Can we close it early? I think we can. So this is the thing that we want. This is the thing we definitely don't want. We don't need one of those either, I don't think. Did we drop a GG for these people? We didn't. Aw, we're terrible. Oh, and apparently we waited too long. Okay. Why does that say could not update channel point reward? What was it supposed to do? Nope, looks like it updated just fine to me.
You're either very brave or very foolish. Either way, I'm intrigued. You live today.
And congratulations, Empty Grave, on the 47 pokes. Alright, hopefully we don't have to do this. Oh, hold on, wrong button. This one. I don't know how we missed that. I was a little sad. Are there any believers along with me here? Sorry, that's totally stolen from Insem. Is there anyone who thinks that we are going to make it? Go ahead and vote with your points. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh. We'll do that. Perfect.
This'll change the game.
Virus, wait, did Domina respond and say anything? I don't remember her doing anything. Bum, bum, bum. And we'll drop this right here. Beautiful. Oh, someone votes no with 10 channel points. And thank you for feeding the familiar. Every time you feed him, he will like you 0.000% more. Another Glay piece. Another GG. Perfect. You know what I really should do is I should do a familiar love. So if you've seen any, there's other chats that'll have ones that are like, you can do love and then somebody else's name and it will be like, you're in love with this person like 6% or 100%. You should totally do that with the familiar. Be like, how much does the familiar love you? And then the real joke is it always starts at 0.000 and then something. Ooh, we have 2 no's. Really? You guys don't think that we're gonna get this? We'll see about that. I believe in us. Now remember, we're not gonna use any crystallization. We're not gonna use any of the, like, boosters or anything. Really? You think we're not gonna do it? I mean, I still have, like, 12 of them left.
Stop right there. I'll ice you all.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm loading.
Nope, that was supposed to be a GG. There we go. We'll do this. 13 of them left. Another Glay piece. Beautiful. Honestly, I really wish you could just hold R from this screen. I don't want to see the mission results. And if anyone is up to anything, if you're streaming, if you've got any plans or anything, remember you're always welcome to shout them out here. I don't know that I think that I agree with you all. I think we're gonna get it. I believe. I'm gonna manifest it. We're gonna think really positively about this. Aw, that's okay. That's okay, Panda. You're actually probably right, but I'm an optimist. We're gonna hope. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Beautiful. And stunning beauty. Another one bites the dust. Oh, inventory is full. Alright, we'll go back to Albion after this. We'll clear out our inventory. Do not click that button. We are not using any stabilizers. Unfortunately, you do not need this. We have all the pieces of Greg's Reverse Fate at this point. Like, the only thought would be to, like, if you wanted to do a different build with it, but there's no reason to do that. No reason whatsoever. Go over here, do this. Okay. And run around. We don't necessarily need all this stuff here, but, you know, materials are materials. Might as well go full in now. I don't know that I would go that far, Panda. What is the full in, by the way? Can I make it different? Okay. And we'll go this way, do this again. Alright, we've got 11 of them. 11. Can we get this? Let's see. Let's find out. Like I said, I think we can. I'm gonna manifest it. We're gonna really focus on it. Alright, game, you are going to give me an energy activator in 11 more. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing, and then 11's gonna be it. Sounds fantastic. We'll see. We'll see. Off we go. And if you are just joining us, by the way, there is a prediction going right now. If you would like to jump in on that, all you need to do is go click the button over on the side in chat. We're seeing if we're gonna get this energy activator.
Shall we race?
Alright, come on. Beautiful. Why are we not clicking? Oh, we're lagging, that's why. Wow, we're lagging really bad. Alright, I think I have someone else's stream open, and I think I have to go close it. I'm lagging really badly. Gonna close this one. Beautiful. Yeah, I hear you. Hopefully we'll have someone take that bet, because I'm not really sure what happens if no one takes the bet on the other side. I really wish that I could take the bet. I would absolutely take it if I could. Okay. We missed our window to go back. No, we did the thing. We're just waiting. There we are. I think we only have got 10 more left, though. It is looking pretty bad. I'm telling you, this is the plan. We're gonna go all the way up to the end. Oh, thank you for feeding the familiar there, Virus. You already know the drill, but I am sure at this point you've gotten him 80 times. Wow. I'm sure he probably loves you 0.0001% now. Hey there! Trying to cast spells on me. That is just super rude. Super rude. Glad it backfired on you. Another Lepic piece. Beautiful. Alright, folks, it looks like there's about halfway left in that prediction. So again, if you think that we're going to get an activator, hit the yes button. If you think it's a no, hit that no button. Yes, Panda, it is always wise to carry a tuner around with you. You have no idea when Mr. Will-O-Whiskers is going to want it. Or apparently what he'll offer for it. He's given people power. He's given people dominus items before. He gives lots of people stuff for tuna.
Freeze.
Alright, friends. We're almost through with Stunning Beauty. We're almost through. We can make it. We're all just standing here like, you better become invincible so we can blow you up already. And another GG for these wonderful people. Alright, time 9. Another glade piece, okay. Sorry, not time 9. 9 more left. 8 more left now.
Makes me happier than seeing this witch cry about a video game.
I'm not crying about a video game. I'm believing. Whoa, what was that? Someone put 1.2k points into the no side? Someone has got to put some points in the yes side. Like, even if you just put 1 in and you're right, you get a ton of points at this point. Alright, folks, let's see what we get here. And another wonderful GG for these wonderful people. Run over here. Grab this thing here. Alright. Here's 8. Oh, excuse me. Another Greg's Reverse Fade. Okay. Not perfect for us. That's not what we want. Bum 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 bum. Alright. You know, I'm not really sure what happens if no one votes on the other side. I really wish I could. I would, absolutely. It should let me do... Like, it should let me put points on there. I know why they don't, because they wanted to do something with channel points, like... exchange channel points for something of value, but... at this point, they haven't yet. So, like, let me give people channel points.
Out of my way!
It's really funny. I keep seeing the same people over and over again. Like, they're also farming. There we are.
This is the ultimate chill.
Alright, this is going to be number 7. I've got a really bad feeling about number 7. I don't think it's going to be any good. I think it's going to be a Lepic piece. We're going to do... I'm going to predict things as we open them. Alright, we'll do that. I will hydrate here in just a second. Nope, not a Lepic piece. There we are. And here comes the hydrate. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Bum bum bum. Alright, folks, it looks like there's only about a quarter of the time left, so if anyone wants to vote yes right now, if you end up being correct, there's a ton of points on the line. Oh, we got a Haley here. Beautiful. Poor Stunning Beauty is just getting absolutely destroyed. Poor Stunning Beauty. Beautiful. Another wonderful GG. And here's number 6. Can we do it? Greg's Reversed Fate. Not looking good for us. I still think I can do it. I still think I've got it. We got this in the bag. We can do it. Now, I don't think that all of my bosses have this many. I know that we've been on Stunning Beauty for quite some time. This just happens to be one where I must have been doing something that you get a lot of the patterns for. Any of the defenses and stuff like that, I ended up running a lot of those, so it's probably that. I'm definitely seeing the same people over and over again. There's like 4 people running this boss. Hi there. And another beautiful, beautiful. Alright, number 5. Let's see. Glay piece. Nope, not what we're looking for. I don't know. It is starting to look like a no here, but I still think we can make it. I think we can do it. We'll do this. We got this. Whoa! Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. I'm not an idiot, I promise. I thought it didn't load. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just drops into nothing.
You can't escape.
Beautiful. Alright, try number 4. Here we go. Not what we're looking for. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong to believe. Nope, I don't think so. I don't think it's ever wrong to believe. We can do this. I will eventually trash all that. If you are a believer, you are rapidly running out of time to make the prediction. So let's make sure that we're hitting that button. And a beautiful poke of the demon.
Out of my way!
And virus at 406 pokes. Congratulations. Beautiful. Alright, 3. Greg's Reverse Fate. Nope, not it. Alright, we got 2 more. Oof, 2 more. Again, if you want to try and... If you think that we can get it in those last 2, it is currently 1,200 points that say no. So if anyone, even a single person, votes yes, and you happen to be right, you could be walking away with a ton of points. You know you want to. You know you do. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba. Off we go. Can I be honest though? I'm really glad that we're almost done with Stunning Beauty. Even I'm sitting here being like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for a new boss. Another wonderful GG for these wonderful people, and here we go. Alright, second to last shot. Oh, I'm closing my eyes. Maybe. Oh. Oh, Greg's Reverse Fate. No. I have so many of those, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, people. I'm gonna show you, once we're done, I'm gonna show you how many I have. Bum, bum, bum. And then I think most of these are gonna be sets. Yeah, okay. We'll see if we can mark these things while we're going. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I haven't looked at it closely enough. I really want to be able to tell it, like, anything under this level and with these sets. I don't know. I suppose I should be able to tell it that, but the one thing that I don't want it to do is accidentally get rid of, like, level 100 sets. We'll take a moment to dismantle everything that is junk in here. Beautiful. While we wait for the Haley to just murder the thing. Ooh, is this our last one, or is this the second to last? I think this is the last one. Hey, we called that prediction just right. Last chance for anyone who wants to get in on it. I think that's prediction completed, and last one. Let's see what we've got here. Nope. Alright. I don't know what happens if I do that. Choose outcome. It was in fact, no, that was correct. Complete prediction. Alright, I don't know what happens to that, but I think you just get your points back. Well, we'll do another one of those in just a little bit. If we get another one that has a big amount of them, we'll see for it. So far, I have to say this has been a pretty disappointing boss run, but that was only our first 2 bosses.
Do you need information?
But I think I've only gotten 1 crystallization catalyst. Now we have quite a few of these, but they're kind of spread out. Yeah, it should have been you got your points back, primarily. I do think that, unfortunately, it requires that somebody bet against you to actually get points back. But when you do bet, you should get your points back, and then it's the winning pool that should get divided. I think. I would really hate for it to be like, you put in 1,000 points and one person put in 1 point, and then they get 500 of your points. But I don't think that's how that works. For probably that reason. Did we enjoy that, by the way? If we enjoyed that kind of stuff, let me know. I just sometimes don't think about doing it. But it was kind of fun to have a little, back and forth.
Hurry up and answer it.
Oh,
Otherwise
thank
the other
you.
persons might get to it first.
Thank you, Panda. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, the good news is we are on to a new boss, finally. And if you are just joining us, by the way, we are currently doing a bossing run. So we're going to go through all of the bosses that we can do, up to even in the hard mode bosses. And we're going to open up all of our amorphous material and just see what we end up getting. Bum, bum, bum. Volby piece, not useful to us, unfortunately. Restart. Pick up a few items along the way. It never hurts. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Now the main thing that we actually want to get to eventually is hardmode pyromaniac. Because hardmode pyromaniac is going to drop the Slayer set. And the Slayer set is one of the better like DPS sets in the game. Especially if you're a caster kind of character. Unfortunately, the Punisher Plasma does not close bug holes. It should. I will die on this hill. I will stand and fight on this hill. It should absolutely close bug holes. I wish it did. But all of them, by the way, should now be set that the first person to get it right gets a bunch of points, and then it goes down from there. However, it did look like there was an issue where it was actually giving first place the second place amount of points, which we will try and fix perhaps on the break. Right, beautiful. Jump up here, grab this thing. Another smithereen blueprint. Nice. Someone's saying, ooh, I hope they got something fun. Bum, bum, bum. And thank you for poking the demon. He is a bad demon and he needs to be poked constantly. Constantly, everybody. And by constantly, I mean when he comes off cooldown. Ooh, someone named Chocolate Bear TTV over there. Beautiful.
Stop right there.
And drop that right there. And a beautiful GG for the wonderful people. Picking up some stuff. Go open this. We only got a few more of these, so we should be good here. So annoying. Do you know how long I sat there trying to get the reverse fate pieces just to have it be like, here's some now? Absolutely rude, game. Absolutely rude. Oh, I wanted to wave. Aww. Sad face. Do. Now we have 2 more pieces of this, and then we should be on to the next one. I know that we have another block of, like, a lot of them. I just don't remember where it is. D, bug hole closes you. That's not an option, empty grave. Not an option. Did you farm your Enzo yet? Explosions, and more explosions. Beautiful. Open this here real quick. Oh, we have 4 of these. Okay, never mind. We might have Lepic by the time we're done here. I have to say, I would not mind. I would not mind having a random character. And off we go. Although empty grave, that is actually appropriate for Helldivers, for sure. In the new Helldivers, bug hole closes you. Yep. They decided that it wasn't fun enough to, or there was too much fun in closing bug holes. So now bug holes ricochet all attempts to close them, unless you perfect no scope. We trust this is balanced. Bum, bum, bum. We trust this is what our players really want, and we'll say sorry if it's not. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we were slacking. He almost got, you know, to stay alive for longer than he should have. Hopefully we'll get an activator at some point. Another Lepic piece, don't need it. You also streamed First Descendant today? Oh, fantastic, Panda! Got through some of the story, and then you did stuff with the modules. You have to re-level the character. Yep. Lots of re-leveling in this game. Lots of re-leveling. That's why it's so important to make sure that if you're leveling like 3 things at once. Otherwise, you're gonna just spend hours just doing the re-leveling process. Ba, ba, ba. Have you gotten any new characters recently? Do you have a favorite yet? Ba, ba, ba. I think Blair's still our favorite. Like, I'm a little bit sad that we're not playing Blair, but I'm pretty happy with Fiesta as well. And another GG for these wonderful people. I think this is number 2 that we have left here. Yep, 2. There we go. There's one of them. So we've already gotten ourselves one of our activators. Now, here's what we are going to do. We are going to go see if we can start it. If we cannot start it, we are going to take a break from the bossing. Hold on, we'll do this real quick. We're going to take a real quick break from the bossing and go run whatever we need to do because it takes 30 hours to make one of those. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I have most of the pieces, but I might have to go run one thing. And we'll do this here. Get rid of all these as well. Alright, let's go see if we can start it. Favorite is still Eugen? Right, I'm so sorry you did mention that before. I am so sorry. If I ever ask you a question a second time, anybody, I do apologize for that. I try to remember everything. there's a lot of things to remember, but I don't mean to offend anybody if I forget something. Bum 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 bum. Well, I'm glad that you got some leveling done then. Fantastic. Yeah, I would advise people, so I would definitely take your time progressing through the story. I think that the story is pretty fun. I think that there's a lot of... Oh, we'll grab a crystallization catalyst. Thank you. Grab one of these. We'll grab all these things real quick. I think the story is very, very fun. I think that it's a little cliche in places, and there's times where you'll be a little confused as to what you're doing. But I still think that it's well worth taking your time. I think rushing to hard mode can be a mistake. That being said, getting to hard mode is nice because it becomes... You may now do whatever you want, as long as you can build for it. So, definitely get to hard mode, but you don't have to rush it. Alright, we are actually good. We can just start this right now. Beautiful. And we can just start this right now as well. And then we're going to make sure that we have one of these started. We're going to have to do a lot of re-rolling here. No, you're good. Yeah, I think I took my time. I did a lot of farming when it wasn't, say, optimal, because I just wanted to, like, understand the game a little bit better. And it meant that when I hit a certain point, oh, friend request. Nope, don't know who that person is. Alright. Let's get back to it. We've got our energy activator started. Fantastic. Our day is already a success. Did we finish this? No, we've got one more to go. Yeah, I think it took me, what, 2 weeks to hit hard mode, doing both on and off camera. Definitely worth the journey, definitely. And then if I do have anyone lurking and you've not hit that follow button, or if you're on YouTube later and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. Please do. It really helps the channel. Every single follow, every comment, every bit of interaction. Thank you so much. No, I think that's about right. If you are taking your time, and especially if you are detouring, yeah, you can easily spend a month doing this stuff. And a wonderful GG, and I think this is our last one here. I was gonna laugh if we got a second energy activator right away. I'm like, no way. So this is good for us. This means that we can either do another Descendant coming up soon, or another weapon, and we are gonna want to energy activator the Blue Beetle when we get it.
I shall give you a master class in torment.
And thank you for poking the demon. I think that's one of my favorite lines, is the masterclass in torment. I'm going to give you a masterclass in torment.
Oh, another question. You better hurry up and answer it.
There we go.
The other witch things might get to you at first.
Alright, that should have been all from Executioner. We should have Dead Bride. We have one in Dead Bride. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what we get out of this one. This is actually one of my favorite ways to grind, by the way, because other than, like, putting something out there like, will I get an energy activator? You're just kind of excited by anything that you get, as long as it's not a repeat. Bum, bum, bum. This bunny's name is Imperfect Cake, and I don't know how to feel about that. Off we go. Oh, we're in the bad water zone now. We finally made it up to the next level of bosses. We should start using the legacy now, just so that you can kind of see what it does. Beautiful. And another GG for these wonderful people. And I think this was our only one here. Okay, let's see what we get. I think actually that might be one of the last pieces we need for that gun, so that's amazing. They could be talking about actual cake. Panda, you and I both know they're not. You and I both know they are absolutely not. Maybe, though. I honestly don't know where that slang came from. That is that came after my time. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we're gonna go here. Devour. Do we have any here? We have 3 here. Okay, let's do this. Like I said, we're just cruising through these new bosses now. Love it. I think we're gonna switch our... Actually, next time, let me remember to switch my mod. Let's see if we can switch to our higher damage mod. And, because honestly, that minus cost just doesn't seem like a lot. It's only like minus 15. Cake would be delicious, yes. Actual cake. Actual cake, to be clear. Actual cake. Bum 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 bum. Off we go. Let's go. And we'll actually bring out the Greg's Reverse Fate here. And just rain destruction from the sky. Beautiful. Drop another GG for these wonderful people. So, the reason I really like the Greg's piece there... another one of those. Okay. The reason I really like the Greg's Reverse Fate there is that raining destruction is just so much fun to watch. I thought it was an enemy doing it for the longest time. I didn't realize there was a gun that could do it. And so whenever I was in a dungeon, it would randomly start raining this. I'm like, this must be like a random modifier. And so I spent so much time dodging it until I'm like, oh, it's a gun someone else is using. Now I feel very silly. What kind of cake? Ooh, that is a good question. So, Miss Willowitch's favorite cake is chocolate cake. I really like German chocolate cake. I really like, really any kind of chocolate decadence cake. I do have to be in the mood, though, because chocolate cake can be really rich and really, like really strong. And what I really don't like is chocolate cake that is just dry and kind of chocolate flavored. Like, I actually want, like, layer of chocolate and things like that. And... Oh, we actually should pretend like we're playing the game properly. Hold on. Oh, we might not one-phase it. Oh! I feel like I failed in my duty here. Oh. We didn't one-phase it. Oh, no. It's okay. We'll just use the Thunder Cage next time. Where's our down companion? There we go. And we're having some lag issues. There we go. And thank you for catching the demon. I appreciate it. Alright, you really enjoy carrot cake. It's one of your favorites. Okay. You're not a big fan of strawberry. Okay. Strawberry cheesecake. Okay, that is definitely my second. My third is probably angel food cake. I don't get a lot of it, but I think that would be definitely my third. Ooh, Secret Garden Blueprint. This is one of our second options. So we could do Blue Beetle or we could do Secret Garden. Maybe if we get both of them, we can really test them out. Did we say GG? I don't think we did. Aww, now I feel bad. If anyone from that mission is in here, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to say GG after all of them.
Oh, another question.
Misery.
You better hurry up and answer it. Why's the other witch things might get to you at first?
Oh, and it looks like one more question there.
Free this wretched cage. Having completed preparations, will be nothing.
Alright, did we have one more for Devour? We did, okay. Now we are almost through the normal mode bosses. We should be getting up into the hard mode bosses here. So far we've gotten, I think, 1 energy catalyst, maybe 2. Not doing well on the... Sorry, the crystallization catalyst. Not doing well on the catalysts, but we have gotten 1 energy activator, so... Our day is already fantastic. And then once we're done here, we'll go through like the list of Descendants and the list of weapons and see if there's anything that can be made in entirety. Maybe we'll have some new stuff to the next time we play. Bum, bum, bum. And then folks, we will also be doing Phasmo tomorrow. So remember, Tuesdays we start at 12 p.m. We are going to be doing Phasmo. We will be doing Hexes and Charms. I have not fixed the timer on it quite yet. Bum, bum, bum. We'll drop that right there. There we go, that's better. And the last one. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's nice. Alright, now I think the next one, I don't know that we actually had any for Lobby Pyro, but maybe we do. One of the things, by the way, the reasons why... Oh, sorry.
Hydrate witch or suffer.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the willow water. Miss Willow Witch gets deflated without her water.
The space-time
Alright, we're gonna go here. Let's see.
Illogical.
Do we have anything for here? We actually do. Okay, perfect. We actually have quite a few for Swamp Walker as well. We don't have any for Hanged Man, so we'll skip over that. Now, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to once we finally get up to Pyro here, not only does he drop the Slayer set, but he has a chance to drop the Fire Conductor mod, and that is what we are missing from our... Hold on. That is what we're missing from our Greg's Reversed Fate here. So we have a build that we've been going off of. Ignore that one here. So we've got another mod here that is... What is it that I'm missing? It's going to be one of the enhancement mods, depending on which one we need. And then this mod here is going to be Fire Conductor once we actually have it. But we haven't managed to get it yet. The reason why we're going to get Fire Conductor on this particular weapon is if you go on over here into Weapons, Greg's Reverse Fate. Well, this is not what I'm looking for. Hold on. What was I looking for? You there. How do I see details? Here we are. This unique ability here, when it does the bombardments, it burns all the targets that it's burning, all the targets it hits, including bosses. And this is a guaranteed chance. So the reason we want Fire Conductor is this is one of the few areas of the game, to the best of my understanding, where you have this 100% chance to proc it on here, and it's a massive amount of damage to targets that are burning. So as soon as you start burning on one thing, you get like 45% more damage. It's a ton more damage. So that's what we're kind of combined farming for Pyro, is that Slayer set. We're trying to get Fire Conductor, and if I remember correctly, let me go ahead and look at this here again. It's got the Clairvoyance blueprint in there that we want, and then this one over here has the Blue Beetle blueprint in here that we want as well. So this is our end game here. I'm hoping that we'll get to it by the end of the stream. All right, who wants to go fight more? Let's see, we did Devour, we're now on to Pyro. We've got 4 here, we'll do that real quick. Oh, I forgot to switch my mod. Okay, let me try to remember to switch my mod and see if we do even more damage. Well, we will try to switch it after this kill here. We are also going to take a break in about 25 minutes. Bum, 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 bum. And here we are. Oh, I love that. I love that emote. Doing that funny dance, I love it. I can never say the name of that dance right. You can see Pyro is starting to take just a little bit longer. Beautiful. We should still be able to hopefully one-phase him though, although he does seem to have like a hair trigger on him. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. We will go save our teammate. Hold on. Alright, Pyro, you gotta be difficult about it, I see.
This could get messy.
Just zipped Iruda over here. Beautiful. You can try to get... Yep, his back there. There's a spot on his back that you can kind of hit. Sometimes, no. Okay. Got that up. Perfect. If I can get one of my ice cubes, like, right in his spot there, usually I can take him out pretty easily. Okay, you've got that. Perfect. And dropped. Ba-ba-ba. And a beautiful GG. I think that was the first fight that we actually had to think for a while there. We're gonna go in here, open one of these, and just see what we get. An Enzo piece. How useless. Alright, we will go back to Albion, we'll change our mod, and then we'll do the next part. So... let's see if I can go link it real quick. Folks, the build that I've been using, I picked up from, I'll go get the link for it real quick, hold on. I just want to make sure that I credit that user, it's Meui, M-E-U-I, Mew? Okay, there we go. We'll do that here, we'll do that. So the build that I'm using for Viesa, by the way, if you're interested in it, here we are. I find that their builds are very, very helpful. I've enjoyed them immensely. Have they had a trading yet? No, so they do not have trading yet. That should be something that's coming towards the end of this season, so I wouldn't expect to see it until October. Alright, we're going to switch our Descendant modules here. We're going to get rid of Strong Mentality here, and we're going to instead put in Dangerous Ambush. Hold on, we'll take that out here. We need to change the polarity on this here. Change it right that. Beautiful. And then Dangerous Ambush. So this is landing a skill attack on an enemy that's not targeting you. It's a bunch of extra damage, and if they're immobilized, and even more extra damage. I like it. It should be, in theory, if you're not playing solo, should be a lot of damage up. But we were having such energy problems on this character. But we seem to be doing a little bit better. Yes, we do need trading, but it will get here. It will get here for sure. Alright, now the question is, are we going to get a second energy activator? That's what I would hope for. Just have to be patient. Yep, absolutely.
There is no forgiveness.
I think this is a Glay over here. Yeah, this is a Glay. And let's drop this as soon as we can. The glade back there is just destroying things. Beautiful. That was a tick for 1.5 million on that blizzard. Love it. Drop a GG for these wonderful people and open this. There we go. There's another catalyst blueprint. Beautiful. Oh, I absolutely miss already the daily events. You got so much gold and stuff from that. I hope they do it again soon. They are gonna... They have talked about doing things like double XP weekends and things like that, which I'm pretty excited for. I don't know any details or anything like that. Don't quote me. I'm not journalizing here at all. All I've heard is other content creators and different, like, random news articles, and nothing is confirmed yet. But I'd love to see some double XP weekends. Their week event there was really, really great. Sit back and relax, huh? Okay. Sure. We'll do literally that. We don't have sitting. We'll just go ahead and we'll do a clap for them. That is pretty nice. And we'll drop a GG as well. Yeah, apparently Haley is extremely strong. Like, again, I don't often advocate for nerfing and things like that, but I do feel like they have an issue with Bunny and Haley both being kind of oppressive. Okay. And I guess we have to go back because we missed that. That being said, that was really fun. That was a great shot. I'm glad I noticed that message too, because I'm like, sit back and relax. Okay, let's do it. Now, we are gonna get Haley this season, so we're gonna do our invasions. We're gonna figure out how to get her. We are definitely going to get her. She's just not a priority at the moment.
The void paradox.
And should be the last pyro. That's definitely a double stacking issue, though, of the weapon, the base weapon for Haley, adds to the then impressive, like, ultimate sniper rifle that she gets. And you get this sort of, like, double stacking effect, is my understanding. I think I need help. Should be almost done anytime. Sorry about the paragraph. No, you're all good. Panda, I don't see a paragraph in my chat. I don't know if it's doing that thing again. The last thing I have from you is, I know we just have to be patient. So I don't know if it's Twitch chat freaking out or what, but I don't see a paragraph from you. This is so weird, because we've had this problem before where I think you're typing things and it's just not coming through on my end. And we'll go ahead and drop that right there. Oh, definitely got... There we go. Now there's a lag. Alright, there's a paragraph, for sure. Alright, give me a moment and I'll read what that is. Beautiful. Alright, we'll do this, and then we're gonna go on out. And not needed Luna piece. Okay. Unfortunate, but it happens. There we go. I do see it now. No, the problem I run into with Bunny is the fact that every time I do missions, like grinding or something, there's always one bunny that takes all the kills and, like, get all here to do the thing, but it's extremely frustrating me because I'm the kind of person who actually wants to play the game and kill things myself. Yep. Sorry, I'm going to paraphrase the last half of that. That's what I mean by oppressive. So, I mostly think that if people want to have fun with whatever they want to have fun with, even if it's a little strong, a little overpowered, it should be fun. when I say something is oppressive, it means that it takes the fun from other people. Now, there is a little bit of like, well, mind your own business, have your own fun, you can go into private mode, and that's entirely true. But it does get to a point where if you have a bunny in the squad, you're basically just following behind the bunny, picking up loot, and that's just not fun to some people. And I personally think that if they gave Bunny a nerf, it would be one of the few times I actually agree with the content, like, with a studio, they probably needed to nerf her. If Haley receives a nerf, I will not be surprised.
Void intercept battle assignment.
Okay. And then we've got quite a few here. Do these have energy activators in them here? This one does. This one does. This one does not. Alright, friends. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to break a little bit early. When we come back, I will start a prediction. I'll try to wait a second, but I'll start a prediction. We'll do these three, and then we're going to start a prediction. And we will see if we can do another energy activator in 15 here, because this is our big block of energy activators. Alright. But we are going to take a break here real quick. Panda says, what about now? Well, as far as I know, you can't go into private mode for missions. Oh, you absolutely can. So what you need to do, you go from Albion. This is the thing that annoys me the most. Technically from a different region, but the easiest thing to do is from Albion. Go here, go to hit M, then go into the big map here. Click on the area you want to go to. Hold on, it's lagging. And then click this to private. And as long as you are not in this zone, when you click this button, you should be fine. So you should be able to do this now. Could you see the private button at the top of the map? Of course, it's going to lag for a second here. If you couldn't see the private button, I'll show you it again once I can turn my camera off. Okay, we'll turn my camera off. Okay, what are we doing here? 1 second. There we go. Camera off. Okay. So if you are, hold on. Buttons. If you are in this map here, you can go here. You can flip this from private to public as you like up here. As long as you are looking at a region that you are not currently in. So if I were to try from here, and I want to go over here, and I want to try and switch this out, it's going to tell me no. It's going to say, nope, you can't switch out of this. But if you were to, excuse me. If you go over here, now you can switch this between public and private, and teleport on in. This is not explained anywhere. You just have to, like, know this. Hopefully that was helpful, though. Alright, and if you are joining us either because you were away for that break or because you are YouTube in the future, hello, YouTube, how's it going? We are currently doing our boss... oh, I don't know why we closed that button. We're currently doing our boss-a-thon here, so we are going through all of these bosses. We have made it all the way up to Swamp Walker. And for Swamp Walker, we are going to do a little bit of a gamble here on stream. So we're going to go do these three first, and then we're going to open it up, adjust a prediction just like we did last time, to see if we get the energy activator, this energy activator piece, before we run out of amorphous material. That's the plan. Alright. Before we start that, though, we are going to go run the three that don't have them, just in case anyone's still off at break or anything like that. Panda, thank you for catching that prime demon. Thank you so much. And there we go. There's our willow water. And here we are. We're off. So far, we have been doing this run, and we've gotten 1 energy activator and 3 catalyzation catalysts. Excuse me, crystallization catalysts. Okay. And we'll do this. Excuse me. Let's switch to Greg's just to have a little bit of fun with it. Yep, just unload all of the bombardments of death. Alright, let's switch to our real weapon now. Excuse me, sir. Okay, we'll start that again. We forgot to activate our cold-blooded beforehand. That's very silly of us. Right, I forgot he does that. Pain. Pick that up. Okay, make sure that you've got your cold-blooded down. Beautiful. And more shooting. Alright, he's gonna immune now. Good, he's aiming at somebody else. I'm trying not to lose all of my health to the dirty water. Gross. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, we have run out of ammo. That's okay. We'll switch to our other weapon. Oh, ow. I might actually go down here. Nope. Yes, beautiful. We'll get in here. Hi there, pardon me. Oh, he's gonna sit on us. Nope, don't sit on me, sir. We'll drop this right on him. And definitely taking us longer to kill him than the other ones. This, we'll drop this right there. Ah, drop it. Thank you. Sometimes the controls do get a little sticky. And then what do we have left here? This one back here? Okay. Beautiful. And then hopefully we can kill him before we go down. Yes, Swamp Walker is absolutely the one that will fart. In fact, that's what we got hit. That's what we got hit by really early on and went, whoops, my bad. Because we decided to run under him and then he did the gross stuff. I want to open these ones right here real quick. Okay, beautiful. Now, hopefully they won't all take that long. I don't know if we had under-level teammates or what. But, you know, it is a boss. It's supposed to take a while. Or I shouldn't say under-level teammates. Because that's not the right way to look at it. What I should have said is less built. Because, like, people build at their own rate and things like that. This is not a hard mode boss. You should not expect your teammates to be hard mode built characters quite yet. So that was the incorrect way to say that. It would be more likely to say, like, there wasn't another one of, like, this hard mode level character. I say right before I once again forget to hit right button. Beautiful. This. I love that it's just going to stand right where I want it to be. Thank you. Alright, and immunity phase. Beautiful. Look how happy he looks. He's like throwing his hands in the air. Oh, no, he looks unhappy now. He's just throwing his hands in his air and he's having a fun time. Maybe we all misunderstood. Maybe these are all nice things. Alright, we're going to run over here. Oh. It's up again. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then we've got another blizzard right. Oh, we're gonna lag is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just lag constantly? There we go. Maybe? Sorry, friends. Lag problem. Oh, she's going into his immunity. Ow! Sir! Sir, that was uncalled for. Unnecessary roughness. We'll come over here. So the nice thing is that I think on that first map, I was definitely like the only one shooting weak spots. We had a really good team here. Good team for good work, team. Love you intensely for this. Where's the thing? Swamp Walker's so big you can't even see anything. More restored relic, okay. So this is the last one before we'll start our prediction, okay? So if anyone wants to be in on the prediction, remember, it's going to say whether or not we're going to get the energy activator within a certain amount of them. There's 15 left in this boss here. If you say yes, you might get points if I get it. It is a hard bet for you, though. Like, you have to really believe that I'm going to do that. The first one failed. And then if you think no is the right answer, then no it is. Unfortunately, I can't make predictions have odds, so I would just assume that there aren't going to be a lot of people voting yes. Bum, bum, bum. Do this again. And then, okay, he's rocking backwards and to the left here. Beautiful. Okay, we drop one right there. Yep, you should be walking into that. Beautiful. Oh, good. He sits down in his tail. Drop that right there. Immune. Rude. Very rude, Mr. Kraft. Very rude. I was enjoying shooting you before you were immune. Oh, and he's already unimmune. Beautiful. And we'll do an unalive instead. See, Swamp Walker without other people is just tedious because he has so many weak points. Or, I shouldn't say so many weak points. He has so many, immunity spots. Let's see, there we are. Alright, this is the last one, then we are going to go back to Albion, set up our prediction. Beautiful. I'm probably have a fully leveled Albion Cavalry already. I've gotten so many pieces for it, I'd be really surprised. Or I have one piece that I don't have any. Those are the only two options, is I already have all of them, or I have one of none. Alright, friends, here we're going. We're going to go over here and do our prediction. So, once again, to be very, very clear. Yes, start prediction. Why is this suddenly huge? Weird. Alright, so we're gonna do energy activator from, can we spell from, please? There we go. From Swamp Walker. Yes, I really do think this slow. The answer is yes, and
question.
no.
You better hurry up and answer it. Otherwise, the other witch things might get to you at first.
Alright, so folks, we're going to go ahead and start this prediction. We're not going to do 30 seconds. He has been taking longer. I'm going to assume to do 15 of them. We're going to need 30 minutes. So we will go ahead and start that prediction. Beautiful. If you think that, if you think that we are going to get it in 15 tries of Swamp Walker, each of these have energy activator pieces at 3%. If you think that we're going to do it, go ahead and vote yes. If you think that we are not going to do it, hit no. I'm going to tell you right now, no is more likely. More than likely, we are not going to get a 3% chance with only 15 openings. But we might. Alright, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do this. Which way are you gonna walk, sir? Like, I want to get around him so he'll walk back into my blizzard. Like, walk back into the blizzard, sir. ba, 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 ba. Oh, look at the destruction. Alright, we're gonna do this. Beautiful. And then, what's the one that we're missing? The front knee here? Okay, perfect. Oh, that was beautiful. Like, I'm really... That was a good work. Good job, team. Honestly, if we can do these in under a minute, I think that should be considered, like, really good time. Oh, we're gonna not make a minute. Uh-oh. Sad. We're gonna be just over a minute because he got his last immunity at this last second here. I still think we did good on that one. Okay. Let's see if we've got any luck here. Nope, not that one. And we'll restart. Alright, so we're trying to get under a minute every fight. And we are trying to see if we can get an energy activator. So let's see where we end up at. I think we can do it. Yeah? I believe in us. We can do this. Let me out. I want to fight it. I want to fight it so bad. Sure, an awful lot of bunnies here. Alright. And which way are you gonna walk? You gonna walk backwards? Yeah, okay. Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Stop that right there. Try to get this guy to fall down. Down, let's drop this right there, thank you. Oh, someone is just destroying. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oh, and here we go. Alright, I've got a good feeling about this one. Beautiful. He's already out of immunity. We can do this. We can do this. I just know it. Heaven behind our plan. Beautiful. I think that was a really good job, everybody. And take another shot here. Nope, not the energy activator, but something else. Final masterpiece. Yeah, let's see. Pick up all the stuff that we can before it teleports us. Bum, 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 bum. Beautiful. Oh, it looks like one of my demons escaped recently. If he's not caught within a certain amount of time, he will escape and cause havoc. Never know. This bunny's name is Honey Badger, and I adore it. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that was preemptive. Ow. Sir, that was uncalled for. He's down on the ground. Drop that there. Don't forget to do that. My bad. Alright. Oh, are we gonna one-phase him, or is he gonna immunity here at the last second? Nope, one phase. There we go. Beautiful team. Our inventory is full. Okay. Pick up all these things. Come over here. And then we're gonna have to go back to Albion because we messed up on this one, but oh well. Oh, good. We definitely need one of those. Alright, I'm gonna catch myself a demon. Ba-ba-ba. Look at this. This one's all mine.
Let me free. I wish to be free.
I get a demon, haha. No demon for you, it's all mine. It's my demon now. Alright. We're gonna head on over here. Beautiful.
Have you completed preparations?
And we've got 12 of these left, so we should be able to cruise through them pretty quickly. Again, if you want to get in on the prediction, it is, will we get an energy activator from Swamp Walker? Yes or no? I have 12 shots left to do it. I believe in us. I think we can do it. I like this pink bunny.
Coming up.
This. Drop another blizzard right in there. Ah, yes. The chaos is beautiful. I don't think we're gonna one-phase this one, though. Maybe, we'll see. Nope, there we go. Blow that up real quick. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that we can do the hard mode version of him. I just think that it was tedious to try and do it by ourselves. I don't think we have anything for him, though, so there's no real reason to do it at the moment. I need to really insist to everybody, don't forget to use your cold-blooded. I keep forgetting. Excuse me.
I'm loading.
And another wonderful GG for these wonderful people. Alright. I can't look. I'm not looking. Okay, we're gonna find out. Okay, not it. But I don't know that I have this, so that's really nice. We might have one of those weapons too. And there are definitely a ton of weapons that I do not have. Like, we're gonna have to get a lot. Oh, someone was angry and frustrated. They must not got something that they were looking for. That's always the worst. Right. We'll see if we can get this taken care of before they teleport us. Beautiful. And we're still pretty full. Okay. Get rid of all of these things. Okay, hopefully I got those. Excuse me. Whew. Interesting, because, you know, I really thought that I would start getting tired around this time because we were in, like, a 6-hour stream or something, but it might just be that I'm just kind of yawny around this time. I hope that everyone has been... Oh, someone voted no! Oh, we need someone to vote yes! I know, it's really terrible odds, I know. Apparently I was being a little too overeager. Yep, down on the ground you go, sir. Alright, get that back on. Oh, we didn't one phase, but we did really good. We got him almost done. Almost one phase, that's pretty nice. Oh, let's go get our friend. Destroy these roly-polies. Hello, Glay, how's it going? Good work.
Up you get, Glay.
reconstructor devices in the goo. Gross. Ooh, an ultimate Volby piece. Yeah, there we go. So we've gotten 3 energy catalysts, 3 crystallization catalysts, 1 energy activator, and now an ultimate Volby piece. And I think we're gonna have to go back, unfortunately. I'm pretty happy with our run so far. This, again, I think this is one of the best ways really to do this, because if you're not looking for anything, you're not disappointed. The only time you start getting disappointed is when you know that you have multiple copies of something. But that only really matters for the Descendants. As long as you've got, you know, as long as you don't have like 5 copies of a gun, multiple copies of a gun are great. Again, I think this is the way to do it, and I have a lot of fun doing it. Now, a lot of the... Did you see your message? Let's see. There's definitely something... So the last message I have from you, Panda, is, isn't Swamp Walker the one that will fart? So unless you're referring to that, no, I haven't seen it. I'm so sorry, I don't know why some things that you say I do not see. Oh, you're all good. No worries, yeah, welcome back on in. I hope that you had a good phone call with your grandmother. Did you figure out the name of the drink? Or I should say, did you find the drink you were looking for? And Virus, thank you for poking the demon. I appreciate it. Oh, let's get this on there. Beautiful. Honestly, I don't feel like Dangerous Ambush does a whole lot. I don't know if anyone else can kind of speak to it, but I don't know that I noticed the damage difference in it. Like, it almost like something that's more consistent. Consistent, yet noticeable. Or something that's going to help with mana regen, but I've had a lot of trouble with that. Alright, here we are. Beautiful. Here you go, sir. Have one of these. We are in the no-no zone. We want to be out of it. Okay, good. He didn't target us. Let's see. How much is my blizzard? It's hard to see what my blizzard ticks for. A second immunity phase? That's just rude, sir. Who said you could have second immunity? It's like second breakfast. Only hobbits get it. Alright, let's see what we get in this one. Greg's Reverse Fate. Okay, unfortunately don't really need that anymore. Yeah, just looking for this drink I used to love when it was called Big Blue. They have another one called Big Red, but I'm specifically looking for Big Blue. What kind of drink is that? I've never heard of Big Blue. It almost sounds like a Kool-Aid almost. Like that kind of like powdered drink kind of drink. Kool-Aid is delicious, by the way. Terrible for you, but delicious. Alright, Swamp Walker, come in. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, come on. Let's do this. Yeah, come here. Stop walking away from it, please. Get your butt back in the thing. Okay, we're having a lot of lag here. Hold on. I'd really like to catch one of my blizzard attacks to see what it's doing. Soda also had a vanilla kind of taste, but it was hard. Okay, interesting. Like a Jones vanilla soda kind of thing? Yeah, those are delicious. that it's a Texas thing, though. Yeah, it might just been a really, like, local to Texas kind of thing. Beautiful. Uh-oh. And we're gonna open this here. I might have lost everybody for just a little bit. Polymer, okay, perfect. I might have lost everybody. It looks like I'm reconnected to chat, though, so that's the important part. Did we drop a GG here? I don't remember if we did. Hopefully we did. I feel really bad when we don't. We are almost halfway through our reserve. We have not seen an energy activator. And it looks like we have somebody saying yes, and we have somebody saying no. So we'll see who's right. And the only ones that you can find are on Amazon. Okay. Yep. I hear you on that one. So there's it's not a drink, but there is a vegan jerky. Oh, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like, it had like a picture of like an old mine settler on it. It was absolutely delicious. And unfortunately, you can't find it anywhere anymore. And it's really sad, because it was one of my favorite things to eat. And I did eventually find some people saying that they were selling them on like Amazon and things like that. But the unfortunate thing is that every review I saw basically said like, yeah, these are old, half of them came and they were moldy. I'm like, well, unfortunately I'm not willing to risk it. But finding a childhood favorite is absolutely just the best feeling. Ow. Excuse me, sir, I was standing right where you were shooting. I realize that's my fault, but I'm still gonna blame it on you. Because I'm one of those. Hit this button. Good, there's ammo over here. A second immunity phase, rude. Rude, sir. That one's destroyed. Beautiful. And we made sure to hit a GG on that one. The ones that you can find are... Okay, we already talked about that. Okay, perfect. Just making sure I wasn't missing a message again. Another Python polymer. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna need at least 5 of those, and that's 3, so that's one grind out of the way. Used to love Yoo-Hoos when you were younger. As you got older, figured out they were basically watered-down chocolate milk. Absolutely, yep. It is really funny. The things that we really like when we are younger, that once we're a little older, we kind of like, oh, hey, this is just like really bad orange juice or watered-down chocolate milk. We could just have normal chocolate milk. I am a little bit of a snob when it comes to like juice and milk and things like that, and my family did a lot of cost cutting when we were younger. Oh, thank you.
Has fallen for your spell.
I feel like I've seen that name in game, so thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. If you'd like to talk about yourself, I'd love to get to know you, but I'm not meaning to call you out in any way. If you'd like to just lurk, you're more than welcome to do so. Welcome on in. Just happy to see ya. What was I saying? Oh, chocolate milk. Oh, so I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to drinks and stuff. Like, we watered down our juice for most of my life growing up. I refuse to drink watered down anything at this point. Oh, nice, fantastic. Well, I hope that you got whatever you were looking for. Whether it's you got your mission finished. We're just kind of goofing around right now. We're going through the low mode bosses because we had just tons and tons of amorphous material. But right now we have a little bit of a bet going. We're trying to see if we will get an energy activator from I think we have 9 material left for this boss before we run out. Not looking good so far. Oh, thank you. I really try, but I forget things constantly. But I have to admit, anything that has like text or bear in it, I'm usually like, oh, I like both of those things. Pardon me. We'll come on over there. Hit that. Beautiful. And we'll drop GG for these wonderful people. You voted yes, maybe in the last poll. We tried that on Stunning Beauty. We were not successful, but you know what? I believe in. We have gotten one today. We don't need that. We're literally playing that. Did we drop a GG for them? We did. Okay, perfect. I love dropping GGs for people. Were you playing an Ajax? I want to say it was an Ajax. Oh, thanks for catching that. You were the VS in the pink outfit. Okay, yeah, I remember you now. Viesa is my main. So I started playing about 3 weeks ago. Might be almost a month at this point. I hit hard mode about 2 weeks ago. This is my most built character. She is... Oh my god. Where is she? Descendants. Come here. She is a 9 Catalyst Descendant. So far, my favorite character. Blair is my second. And then we're going to do, every season, we're going to try and main a different character every season. So we're really, like, opening Vesa up, seeing what she can do. And then we'll switch on season 2, we'll pick another one, and we'll do the same thing. And we'll just kind of keep doing that over and over again. You can call it impressive, I call it I have no life, and this is my job. But thank you, I do appreciate that. It is a lot of work. And I'm pretty happy with how she's turned out. I can solo most of the hard mode, most of the lower hard mode bosses. Of course, the obstructor and stuff I haven't even tried yet. So I'm pretty happy with her. And how are you liking your Viesa? Obviously, we've bought a skin for her. And we'll drop another GG for these wonderful people. Let's see if we can believe here. I believe we can. Divine Punishment, not what we're looking for. Oh, apparently we're gonna do this here. To be fair, again, we don't actually care what we get, other than that one little bet we've got going. You want your Viesa to be a boss killer? Oh, she can be a boss killer. Do you have Cold-Blooded? Like, she's not a boss killer in the terms of, Haley, who is just broken about it, or Glay, who is just really, really good at it, but you can definitely build her into a pretty good bossing build. Yeah, so this is my Frost-Blooded mod, or build, not mine. This is a build that someone else did that I looked at and I really liked and I built for. So the 2 no longer does Ice Roads, it kind of does a buff instead. Also, by the way, I don't mean to, like, explain anything at you. I like to talk about things. But her 2 now gives her a buff instead of making Frost Roads. She gets a lot of extra damage for it, and you basically use the 2. I totally forgot to use the 2 that time. And these things hit her pretty dang hard. Her biggest issue I have with her at the moment is that my mana regen is just not good, and it's because I don't have the good mods for her yet. Excuse me, my set for her is not very good. Thanks for poking the demon, I really appreciate that. She is a bad demon and should be poked at all costs. There we go, we're gonna hit this button here, and attack. Yeah, definitely there's... I wouldn't say that the game is like, the general concepts of it are pretty, like... Sorry. In terms of, like, you got DPS, you got crit, like, that whole stuff doesn't really seem to matter a whole lot, but the systems in which you go get things, the builds that are available out there, that's definitely really complicated. Alright, here's 5. Can we get an energy activator? Nope, not on that one. Alright, we're gonna have to go back to Albion because we waited too long. And then, let's see. Did I miss anything from Panda there? No, I have not. Okay, good. Sometimes Panda's messages don't go through. I've not gotten Yujin either. Let me go ahead and pull out my characters. We can take a look real quick. Ba-ba-ba. Oh no, we're in an ad. Okay, we'll go and do another boss or two, and then we'll pull them up. if you are not in an ad, it means you are a subscriber, or you are using Turbo, or you are doing something else, and I'm not going to care about it. Any of those options, thanks for being here. And here we go. Let's do this. We have 4 more shots left. I think we can do it. Speaking of which, friends, we only have a couple more minutes, it looks like, left in the prediction. So if you want to get in on it, now is your shot to do so. And we've got just a few more. So sorry, friends. Ugh, my nose always gets so itchy. Excuse me. Hello, everybody. So we're gonna go this way. And everybody should be back from ads in about 20 more seconds. Alright, Swampy, let's do this again. Alright, you should be back from ads now. Sorry about that, folks. Happens from time to time. Welcome on back. Yeah, so this build utilizes the 2 as much as possible to really buff yourself. And then it focuses on using the Blizzard to as much effect as possible. And it does a good amount of damage, for sure. The main problem that she has is that bosses walk out of the Blizzard all the time, and that can be really frustrating. Excuse me, sir. We'll do this here, and we'll do this. Bum, 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 bum. And definitely, like, take it a little bit with a grain of salt, because clearly there are Haley builds out there that you only have to do, you know, a couple catalysts to make her really, like, sing. And so, like, Face is not the best character, but she's pretty fun. Alright, we're gonna cross our fingers. Okay, we've only got 4 more shots of this. You bought Ultimate Viesa? Ooh, fantastic. Speaking of Viesa, she's like, hey, don't forget about me. So we are, we'll go back to Albion here. Hold on. Oof, the monies indeed. Oof, the monies indeed. Yeah, their monetization definitely needs a looking into. If I were to rate the game or review the game, I would have to say that their monetization would definitely be a negative for them. I understand that they have to make money. They're being a little greedy. A little greedy on that one. Okay. So let's see. This is the cold-blooded build. Actually, I think I have it saved. Let's see. This is the... Yep, there we go. Alright, so this is not my YouTube. I do have a YouTube, by the way, but this is not my YouTube. If you'd like my YouTube, I can hit socials for you. This is the video that I used for this build here. It is by a person, M-E-U-I, Mew. I don't know the name to say exactly. It centers around cold-bloodedness, which, like I said, turns your 2 into a buff. Then it focuses mostly on skill, like critical hit damage, some skill power, some chill damage, lots of skill cooldown, more crit, and things like that. And it just way buffs the blizzards, and it makes it so that you can do a blizzard almost on cool, like, by the time your blizzard runs out, the cooldown should be up if you have all the cooldown that you need. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. I would definitely take a look at that person's build if you wanted to. It is the reason that I'm doing anywhere near as good as I am.
Question. You better hurry up and answer it.
Alright, we're gonna go here.
Might get to it first.
We'll do this, and we'll do another public. Sorry, I'm gonna do that terrible streamer thing where I do in fact have a YouTube. I'm so sorry. So sorry, everyone. Miss Willow has to do it. Yeah, like, I would definitely listen through his advice on it because he brings up a lot of really good things. And that's the cold-blooded build. There are other builds, and they're probably better builds. But I don't have Ultimate VA, so when I started making her, so, like, I was like, this one seems really good. In fact, Cold-Blooded was one of the very first red mods that I got dropped for me, and I was like, alright, let's do it. Pardon me. I will try and keep an eye. It's really hard to see damage, but I'll try to keep an eye on it and see if I can tell you Blizzard. There we go. That was 800,000, I think. 8,880, somewhere around there. That actually feels off. I know that I've hit for over 1 million before. It actually might be the resistances of this boss, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I went and found someone's build and said, this seems to work well. And then we do this here. I like to make sure that if I go look up a build from a creator, I like to make sure that they get credit for it, because they did the work, I didn't do it. I do have the hypothermia mod. I don't think I have anything else really. And we'll drop another GG here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Not an energy activator. Alright, believers, we've got... it looks like the time for that prediction is over. We've got 2 more to open, and we're gonna have to take a look and see what we get. Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna do this until it takes us away. Oh, no, it took us away immediately. Oh, that's so sad. You're going for the Plague Doctor? Is that the one that, you deal damage instead of healing? Because I want to see that in action. I really do. Panda, do you have a YouTube? Are you going to put stuff up on a YouTube? If you have a YouTube, make sure that I know what it is so that I can subscribe to you, okay? Off we go. I don't know that I've seen a lot of Eugen players. It can be pretty special and unique. Any moment now. Off we go, sir. Thank you. Okay, we'll drop one right there. Can we see what it does? No, we didn't see what that did. I don't know why he would get... Oh, you know what? He would get hate because Blaze hate him. That makes sense. Honestly, I personally think if your build requires other people not to do a certain thing, you need to play private. I think that way about farming too. Like, if you're doing a Sharon farm and you're like, look, I can get more loot for us, that's great, but I don't necessarily want to do a Sharon farm. I want to run in and I want to kill everything. That being said, definitely if there's a Sharon there already, go private yourself. I would, if I was a Sharon, if I was farming, I'd make sure I go private too. Sorry, Miss Willow does tons of rants on this channel. That's what we do. We just rant about everything. Usually uninformed as well. Viesa, we don't need that. Alright, friends, this is the last one. Let's see what we end up with. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, we're gonna come over here. No! It's gonna take us away immediately again. Maybe not. Okay, good. You have a YouTube currently focused on Twitch, not YouTube, so I can build a follower base. Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I go take a look at where it is and hit the subscribe on it anyway, because you're gonna need a lot of subscribers. You need so many of them. I think I'm at 158. And I've been at it for like 8 months. I'm doing something wrong. And then, what other kind of games do you usually play, Tex? Like, is First Descendant your only game you've got going? Did you come over from Destiny? We did not play Destiny. We have played Warframe before. We did a lot of Helldivers before we got mad at it. We've also... What else have we done? We do Phasmos on Tuesday. We're gonna start playing a game called Wilder Myth, and we have also done like Dead by Daylight and things like that. Okay, what is this lag? What are we doing here? Lag drives me crazy. Okay, he's on the ground. Let's drop this here. Play all sorts of games, indie games, horror, MMO, survival games. Nice. Oh, and then I almost forgot to ask you, are you a streamer? If you're a streamer, one, let me know. I'll drop you a follow. The second thing is, you are always welcome. Any streamers are welcome to come on in here, talk about their stream, what they've got going on, as long as it is not like blatant self-promo that they drop their link and run away. They are more than welcome to talk about whatever they've got going on. I love Phasmo. Phasmo is actually the first game that I was streaming. I did a lot of Phasmo, and we kind of honor the roots of the channel here by just doing it every Tuesday. Or at least trying to do it every Tuesday. Oh, okay. Well, if you get back into it, you let me know, okay? We are very big streamer support streamer here. This is the one problem with the build that I've been running into is, especially if I forget to use one of my things, or you have monsters not drop mana, you run out of mana quick, a lot. But again, I think it's because of the set that I have on. It's just not good enough. Alright, fantastic. This is our last one. Believing? Nope. We didn't make it. Nope. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that it is a no on that. We got no. We tried though. We tried.